Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first ever tutorial, so I'm a little bit nervous. I will tell you that I did make my one page and realised after I had finished that it hadn't recorded, so it's taken me a little while to get back to this. There's a lot of people on YouTube who do wonderful tutorials on making album covers and the binding systems. So I'm not doing that. I'm going to put on page ideas so you can build up a little number of pages to choose from, and when you want to do your album you can just pick the pages that you'd like to put into it. So this is my first page, the instructions and some general notes of how I do my albums is below in the description box with measurements and instructions and how to put the page together. This is a baby album that I was commissioned to do that I have yet to put together, and this is page 1, which is the inside front cover. I do a page on the front and back covers, so I have 12 pages, front and back cover, and 5 other pages. So this is the inside front cover. It has a flap and a pocket, and then a left hand side flap, 2 little areas to put your mats, and then on the back page there's a little stopper to keep a mat in, and this is the base page that will be attached to the album page. This is the one that I'm going to be showing you in the tutorial, and this is the one that I had already done but my video wasn't going, so it's already been made, so I'll just show you the same as the other one. Page there, second page, and a little stopper. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do a third page, which is for an album that I'm currently putting together. So this is my base page that will be attached to the album, and this is my right hand side page. It's been cut and scored, burnished, and I just have to mitre the corners, and then I always use glue, and I just attach that page, the flap I should call it, get used to my terminology, I'm a bit new at this, and just line it up right next to the score line and try to get it evenly placed on your page before you go and burnish that attachment on. This one has an 1/8 of an inch gusset just to allow a little bit of room for when the photos go in. I open this page up, and on the back of this page on the right hand side we've got a little pocket. So that's been scored, burnished. When I've got because I wanted it a little bit longer and I used up a scrap piece, I don't have the 1/2 inch here. But when you have the 1/2 inch, I always put the sides down and then put the bottom on top, because that way you get that straight down when you're putting your mat ins if they're very close to the size of your pocket. Put the pocket on. Right down the bottom, line it up with your outside edge of your page, and it should go very close but still inside that second fold line on the gusset of your page. So there you have your right hand side page and you have your pocket. Now this is the left hand side. We've got 2 pages here. The underneath page is going to be attached on the fold line, and I like to have that second page just a tiny bit smaller. So 2 things: when you open your page looking through the album, you only open the first page, you don't get both of them opening together, and also you don't see that page when it's closed. All you see is the top one, and it's a surprise when you open it that there's another one there. So again, just going to mitre the ends. When you're mitering, when you have a gusset, make sure you use the line closest to the edge of your page to mitre your page. Okay, so a little bit of glue on here, and then that lines up with the first score line. Right, and burnish that. And then you have your page, first page, and then you have your second page underneath, and you've still got your gusset there. And then this double one is attached to your base page mat. Again, going to be lining up with your other side, so they sit on top of one another neatly. So this time we're going to go to the outside fold line, leaving your gusset and matching it up on both sides there. Just turn it over and make sure that it's not on your gusset line, which it was for me. Still make sure that your page lines up there. As I said, I do apologise. This is my first tutorial, so you may find that it's a bit disjointed, but hopefully it'll be okay. So we now have a page there. Then the next thing is the 2 little corner hinges so that you can put your slide your photo mats in. So the first one, you need to just cut off straight across, so you've just got a small flap to attach to your page, like so. And then on this side here, I'm going to put a little bit of glue on there. and then attach it. Lining it up with your two edges. I actually made it 6 centimetres from each edge, so I'll use my cutting board. So that's one page, and this page here, notice that it's not exactly straight, so I'm just going to trim a little bit off that so that it sits nicely flush underneath the top page. By the way, that's the little bit that I cut off this second page just to keep it underneath the width of the top page. So this one here, I'm going to go to here, 6 centimetres and 6 centimetres, and that's where I want my corner on this one. So just lining it up with those 2 marks. The inner edge, and then just fold it over on both sides, and take it off, give it a good burnish, trim it again the same way as we did the other one, just here and here, and then again a little bit of glue, a little bit of glue, and attached again. Your marks are like so. So you now have your page ready to put your pattern paper on. But the first thing, always before you do that, you need to decide where your magnet's going to go. This has one magnet holding the right hand side page to the left. So first thing I'm going to do is do this side, and I use a little bit of glue plus this U-Butte red tape. So I like to have it at least an inch from the edge if I can, because that way the paper your pattern paper sits down nicely and doesn't buckle up because your magnet's so close to the edge. So put that one down like so. Then just throw your other magnet on top. Cut yourself another piece. Turn it upside down and just slide your magnet off onto that. Again onto your magnet, a little bit of glue, and just make sure that your gussets are sitting properly and your pages are lining up, and then press down and lift it up, and then you've got your magnet in the other place. So that's that. Okay, Now, I've already cut my pattern paper. I mentioned in the general area that because it's so easy just to be out with when you cut your cardstock, I very rarely cut my pattern paper according to my page flips, flaps, etc. I like to place my pattern paper on and put a little pencil mark for where I want to cut it. I cut it and then I line it up on my page and make sure that it's right. So that's exactly how I want it. So I'm going to attach that. I have about a 3/16 of an inch on mine. I like a reasonable border that you can see. And that's that page. This is the piece for the pocket. Measured equal distance from each side. Then we take off this piece of tape. Now I also cheat because I don't like to waste my pattern paper. So when I have a pocket, I cut enough just so that it just goes underneath the edge of the pocket like so. And that way you haven't used a whole piece of paper that's just been lost underneath here. Again, just equal distance for your pattern paper. And then this side. It's my favourite tool. And my next favourite tool is my Martha Stewart trimmer, and I'm devastated that they've stopped making the cutting blades, but I have been told that someone may be going to do that again, so I've got my fingers crossed because I absolutely love it. And at that page, then the next one, just checking again that it's all good. On this page. And then this one. Okay, and then I have the two little strips for my corner pocket slide unders. I don't know what else to call them. Two. In the instructions I have on this page, I said to put a little embellishment of some sort for a stopper, but I haven't done it for this page yet because this is still an ongoing project, this one. So that's it. So that page there will give you 1, 2 if you want to put one there, 3, 4 with a mat, 5, 6, 7, 8 if you want to use this page as well, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and you could even put a picture on that big page. So I hope this is okay. Please let me know in the comments if I'm doing it correctly and you're understanding my instructions and how I'm putting it together, so that I know whether it's going to be worthwhile for me to continue. Thanks very much for watching.